How you doing, YouTube? Police and Pips here, and today is August 11th, 2021, and this is your trading recap for the day. I traded about 2 hours at the beginning of the day today. I netted about positive around 795 minus fees, so it's right around we'll call it 770. You can see here, this is my chart for the last few days. My funded account started out nice, just a $500 day. Yesterday I showed you that video how we lost a little bit, and then we battled back today to get basically sitting at break even, which is fine by me. Every day that we could take some wins and we can grow this account and keep it going for long term. I followed my rules today better than yesterday. There's a reason why I made yesterday's video to show the losses, and today I'm going to show how I stuck to my plan, didn't deviate, and how I was able to make some money. Could have made more, got stopped out on a couple little wicks, but all in all it was a good day. So we're going to go into these charts here and show you what I was looking at today. So I did make most of my trades on the NASDAQ. We did get decent numbers on the, well, not decent, but expected numbers out of CPI, which is the basically inflation, and the price ran up on both the NASDAQ and I'll show you the MES because it's here, but it's the same thing. This is the micro, but I have the regular ES open in the other screen. This is that same time around 7:30 this morning. We got that run up. Both of the charts look about the same. So I'm just going to show you the MES. I mean the NQ here. So we got this big run up pre-market, right, creating new all-time high. Well, actually, this is not all-time highs. This is the high for the last few days. I should correct myself. So here we are. We're getting these highs after a solid run-up pre-market. I like to think that markets don't like to leave things inefficient. They don't like to have this big gap up. This gap up from yesterday this would have been the close from yesterday, this yellow line here. I usually show you on my Thinkorswim, but this is my funded trader account. I figured I'd show you on the account that I'm actually taking the trades. So my goals here were to take the mean reversion back down here. Wasn't convinced that it was going to totally close this gap, but I did feel like we were going to be able to catch a short. So I was able to do that today. I did end up taking the short on the break of this structure here. I waited till that first 5-minute candle was closed. Then we looked to enter and see if we could break and hold. I took this trade from around here down to this structure. And then once it started to reject the VWAP, I ended up getting stopped out right on the VWAP. Took that. That was a solid about $450 trade right there, just on one contract. I've been only trading one contract until I start to build the account size, and then I might add a couple contracts here and there. But for now, it's just this. I also waited for this consolidation here. Once this consolidation broke, I took an entry on this candle, and we got whipped around. I didn't get stopped out. I ended up taking this down to this wick here. Caught another decent move. Was up about 725-ish on the day on those two moves. That was two solid moves. And then I looked for some moves over on the S&P. So I will pull that up quick for you. The S&P here, I was looking at the same sort of move to happen. However, it was taking its time, right? This was the move up. We got a consolidation here. It almost looked like a little head and shoulders pattern forming. I was expecting this to break out of the wedge to the downside because this was all-time highs for the S&P, and I didn't expect it to hold because it was the same thing. Overnight, pre-market, push up, and then it just sat here for a while. I took an early entry up here on this candle, and then I ended up adding a second contract on here. I moved the break even pretty quick, and then I ended up getting stopped out on break even on this next candle. So be it, no big deal. And then we ended up getting the full rollover. I just, being up 725, having the positive 2 trades on the day, I wanted to secure my position, didn't want to take any unnecessary losses. I added a second contract on this because I was starting to get convinced that this was going to break to the downside. So, I mean, I could have taken a better profit off and ended up, a little bit more plus today on that trade. Didn't end up happening, which is fine by me. And then you can just see these lines here. These are just structure points that I was eyeballing throughout the day. And I did expect it to come down here to this yellow line, which would have closed the gap for the day. My initial target from the break above was 44.33. It did come down to there. I didn't catch that, right? I tried to enter again on one of these candles and got stopped out for a break even also. So for the day, I made 1250, but after fees, it was basically a break even day on the S&P. So I really stopped just getting whipped around by it and focused my attention back on the NASDAQ. And so you can see, let's see if I could pull up yesterday's day, because technically it's already yesterday, even though it's not. Nope, that's yesterday. That was the loss. So I guess that is considered today, 8/11. All right. So this is the breakdown of the trades. We had 4 winning, 2 losers. The 2 losers technically were the break-even trades. So it was the added position on the break-even, even though it just counts it as a loss here, statistical purposes. My max number of trades for a day is usually around 10, so I tried to stay under that. I stayed there with 7, with 14 contracts, and then this just breaks down your profits and loss. We had a total P&L of 777 after fees and commissions, right? So I ended up coming out pretty good on that. Try to keep my trade to a minimum, and then you can just see the executions here. If you have any questions as far as why I took some of these trades or what I was thinking, just keep watching and ask any questions. You can comment down below. If you want to try and get funded by TopStep, there is a link down there. You could try yourself. As long as you think you have a good enough strategy. I'm not going to recommend it to everybody, but if you have a strategy that's set in place and you want to give it a shot, I think it's $50 off if you click that link. If you want to learn about Forex, also there's a link down below to the Top Traders account, and they're going to teach you everything you need to know about fundamental analysis, money management, and all of that. I have everything that I use to film, which I'm actually going to upgrade because my laptop here is not doing the best for streaming. I apologize for not being able to stream today or this week anytime. I am going to invest in a new streaming PC, so look out for that. I'll do an unboxing for that video and a new setup all together. So I just wanted to make these recaps kind of quick, show you, give you some transparency. Yesterday you saw a loser, today you saw a good win. Hopefully tomorrow we can build on the success and get this account back into positive territory. Right now we're negative 123. I consider that break even. That's 1 trade away from putting us in green. So until tomorrow, I will talk to you later. Peace out.